Hey guys, how's it going? This is Dan here, and welcome to episode 2 of Take 1. This show is just a way for me to beta test or pilot some of the ideas that I'm working on and give you guys a chance to audition them and maybe advise me on what, some things you would like to see to try and help influence the show and how it gets made. So, more of you people will watch it and more of you people will like it. This new idea is probably pretty boring. It's probably the closest to a standard video that I could do. I'm probably going to call it Playtime, as it's a series that we all know. But I might come up with a better idea, with a better name as time moves on. But I think Playtime just kind of works for now. And it, as I say, it's probably the most standard video that we could do alongside the more produced stuff. And basically what it's going to be is it's going to just be like generic gameplay in a sense, but I do want to edit it down and try and, do my whole spin on it just to try and make it more enjoyable. The good thing is about this is that, well, I guess it's both good and bad. It's not going to be a series in terms of I might play a game one week and maybe never ever come back to it. If that game or, whatever we do in that game gets a good reception, that might be something that we can revisit as time moves on. The whole idea for this show just basically came about the fact that, I've got 3 ideas for like more produced content, which I'd want to actually build the channel around, and because these are the things that I want to do. So them 3 ideas, which will be in, well, one of them was Adventures in the Wasteland. The other ones are going to be in their own version of Take 1. This other video is kind of just going to fill out the gaps that I think a lot of more, I guess, like casual viewers maybe wouldn't get the other things. It is going to be closer to just like a let's play style of things where I'm just going to be playing a game, talking over it, and this, that, and the other, and we try and like do cool stuff in the game. But it's not going to be as adventurous as Adventures in the Wasteland or the other 2 shows that we're going to be doing. So kind of like a nice little middle ground. So yeah, this is Playtime for now. The name is kind of in beta itself. And this game is Cities Skyline, which I've been enjoying a hell of a lot. So I'm going to play that for a little bit, show you what I think of it, and then, we'll move in from there. But yeah, please remember, let me know if you like the idea of this show. If, I know it won't always be this game, but kind of the way it's shot and things like that. If you like it, great, let me know. If you don't like it, great, let me know. As I say, the whole point of this is to us trying to not waste each other's time. I don't want to be working on something that I think you guys would like when yous obviously don't, and obviously yous don't want me to carry on making stuff that yous don't like when I could be concentrating on things that yous do. So yeah, hopefully yous enjoy it. Please again, let me know, and I'll see yous very soon. Bye-bye. Hey guys, how's it going? This is Dan here, and welcome to, I guess, the first new episode of Playtime. Welcome to Cities Skylines. It's an awesome game. It's difficult. It's a difficult one. It's brought to you by, I think it's Colossal Order, make it. They made City in Motion. It was published by Paradox, who I'm sure everyone knows from like the Europa Universalis and Chivalry and all that good stuff. They make a lot of unbelievable strategy games, which I can't play because I'm terrible. Music's just got super loud. As you can see, I'm playing on PC, which I haven't played a lot of PC games in a while, so I'm happy to be back. So we're going to start a new game, and then obviously we get to choose all these different maps, which I guess are more difficult than others. Because I suck, I'm not going to do that. So I am obviously going to play on a map, but I think I'm going to play Grand River. So I don't think there's any oil, but there's quite a lot of ore, farming, and forestry. So yeah, I'm gonna go in Grand River. So welcome to Grand River. Here we are. Took a while to load this game. So I'm not gonna lie, I've played a little bit of it. I've played a little bit, so I'm hoping that like I kind of do know what I'm doing in a sense to actually start. However, what I did learn is that I absolutely suck. I do suck at it, so prepare to see me like not do well. That's interesting. So there was a couple of things that I think I learned from the previous game. And a couple of mistakes that I made that I'm hoping I won't make again. I can't promise anything, but I'm hoping that I won't. So one of the things that I learned is that I think I was making my zones, you know, like where all my houses and stuff. I think I was making them too big, so I weren't like maximizing the amount of like houses I could put in there. So say for example, if I go like you, which is cool, and then I would build like another road there and there, but then wasn't using all this space in the middle, you know? So what I'm thinking I'm going to try and do now is build it like that. And for those who have played this game, might be thinking, well, duh, Dan, that's what you meant to do. But as I've said many times, and you know this, I'm an idiot, aren't I? So if I do that, and then do that, right? Now, surely I can just zone off all that, and then they'll build houses. You know what I mean? Sweet. So that's what I'm going to do. That's what I didn't do last time, so I sucked at that. Also, we are going to water pump station pumps water to the city from a body of water. Obviously, contaminated water will make people sick, so we're going to actually put this as far upstream as possible. Like that. And basically flash this. I can't see. All right, yeah, of course. If I do that. As I say, bear with me, because you know, it's a learner, is this game. You do have to figure it out a bit. So if I do that, obviously we need an outside connection. So I'm thinking that this road is eventually going to go down here, isn't it? And join over there. This one we'll also just bring down here. I guess for now. And do that. Just to link all this together. We also need power. So I'm going to build the industry side just directly opposite here. So, I don't want to go that far. I'll just go to there. I realised that when you go on the roads, it gives you guidelines, doesn't it? Gives you stupid fucking guidelines. Right. Sorry. Let me figure it out. So, now we've done that, we're going to build a power plant. That needs to go away. And then... can I just run this all the way down here? So, as you can see, there's also an absolute load of pop-ups and, like, you know, help menus, which are phenomenal. But somewhat annoying. Right, so we're going to build, what's that? The water drain down here. We're going to electricify all that down yonder. Good. There. There. Okay, we're learning. We're doing it. We're doing it. Stuff's happening. There's no pipes going there, so we need to pipe this. Literally pipe this shit up. I think it's ideal if you can get this to, like, follow roads and stuff. Do that. It's getting there. It's getting there. Water goes one way, poo goes the other. Sweet. So what we need now is a bit of commercial zonage. So, in the end, like, I guess how I'm going to plan it is all this here will be residential. All this here will be industrial. And I guess all this from, let's say, there, that way. Maybe. I wish there was a way to, like, snap that. No, so it actually only... Y'all know. So it actually only lets me build, you know, like, within that area. That'd be nice. Well, I guess you just use the lampposts as the street lights as guidelines, maybe. Maybe so. Right, so we need... Go away. We need some of this now. So let's go... Let's start this way, backwards. Do that. I don't want the industry to go that far down, if I'm honest. I want to go further down than that, though. Right. Do that. Do that. There's probably going to be two... These are going to be too close eventually, but that's an issue that we will solve at a later date. We need... That's fine. That'll be nice. Get that going through there as well. We are losing a bit of cash money that we'll try and sort here. I don't think we need that much electricity. I hate that it does that. I want it to... See the way... As soon as you start moving it, it creates the... Like the little pop-up, but it just absolutely gets in the way. Right, I'm just going to lower them down to 80 just for now. We need some electricity. I don't know what the best way to do this is. Like that, perhaps? Is that the best way? Why is it not letting me do that? See, we've got power, but why isn't there any power here? Do we have enough power? We have plenty of power? Let's just, for argument's sake, do... But no, that's silly, and if I do that and it works, that'd just be bananas. Oh, it's bananas, so I need to get it into that zone for it to work. Okay, that's fine. Right, so I'm hoping now that like the need for these areas will start to subside. But this is by far a better way of doing it. You know, having it like so the houses are back to back was much better because, as I say before, I'd have like houses all the way around here, and then this right through the middle would be nothing, which is not really what we want, is it? And we've got our nice little other zones here. But yeah, what's cool about this is that, like, I guess it's cool. Like, I find it cool, but I guess not a lot of people would. Is that it basically just says, okay, here's city, go. And you pretty much have to do it all yourself. You have to figure it out. So this is my third city, and I've made so many mistakes. And as you've seen, I've made mistakes already, which make matters a hell of a lot, you know, more difficult to solve later on. And the way this game works as well is that sometimes, like, I was playing it and I was relatively comfortable. So I was like, okay, yeah, you know, my needs and stuff were quite low and I was making money, which was great. Then all of a sudden, I was in debt. Like, quite literally, all of a sudden, I was in debt. It just so very, very quickly deteriorates. Because, you know, obviously the more, every time you level up, which I guess, I don't know where you see that. So every time you hit like, oh, here we go. This is exactly it. Every time you hit a landmark like this, more things happen. So now I can tax people, and now I need to worry about the garbage, the healthcare, education. I get more buildings, and obviously with this I get more responsibility, and there's more things now that my citizens need. So now I need to actually go, well, I'm gonna have to build a hospital, like that. And I'm gonna have to start sorting out like a landfill to get rid of all the garbage, of course. So, as I say, the more you play, the harder it gets, because obviously the needs of the town grow like quite dramatically. So it's crazy, and because obviously the game moves so quick, you know, you need to like stay on top of all of your budget, like your budget needs, and like your taxation and stuff like that. Obviously now we need to build a school as well. Put the school here. Not the safest place for a school, mind. Everyone is basically uneducated. So if we go into school, oh, as you can see here, like the availability is pretty good. So we can lower the budget need for the school, because obviously it doesn't need to run a full capacity as of yet. Of course, when we start bringing more and more people in, we would have to increase the budget for the school and maybe build another school as well, just to keep things ticking. So these info panels at the top are so useful, and you absolutely need to keep an eye on them at all times. They are the gospel in this. So okay, all of these zones are starting to get occupied now, so we will continue our roads further up. Okay, and now that I don't have enough money, I'm going to have to increase taxes a tad. Like, I am still in profit, but it just, of course, like, you get paid like weekly on this, so you'd have to wait to gain more money. So yeah, our need for more housing zones is crucial, so we will start building them here. I love that paint tool, man. It's just like really satisfying to do. We're gonna have more people moving in now. There might not be electricity here, so we have to just be careful. There's definitely not going to be enough water. So the reasons why it was so important earlier, you know, to actually put things upstream and downstream is, if you look here, you can see that the water's going downstream. So over here, this is where all our sewage is getting pumped out, and at a higher level, you can actually build like treatment facilities and stuff. But what I did last time was basically flip them round. So I was putting the sewage here, which was flowing downstream, and then getting picked up to go into the water plants over there, which of course, as you can well imagine, wouldn't make people very happy, and people got sick very quickly, which was terrible. Oh, can I change the name? Spring Valley. So, you know, it's, I wanted to change the name of it. So, as you can see, the landscape changes based on the things that are around there. So, obviously, this is my industrial area. And then see the way, like, the land starts dying and stuff like that, which isn't very nice, but it is what it is. So, now we're getting more and more people in. So, another quick check. See, now we're starting to lose, like, the availability of electricity. Water's still fine. Okay, that's fine. That's not too bad. Health is fine. Education is now starting to wane a touch, so let's add a little bit more to this. Let's go up to 80% budget. So we're still under budget, mind. It'll take a little bit to, you know, show what's going on. But education's still fine. Pollution is okay. So as you can see here, see the way the pollution's starting to happen. You want to keep that as far away from your water source as possible, obviously. Right. But, like, your needs meter down here is just so valuable. Of course, like, for those who have ever played SimCity and stuff like that, it's exactly the same as you would remember. There we go. Let's fill that up. Try and get some more houses there. Let's build a little bit more industry. Of course, the more industry we build, the more money we get off our taxation and things of that nature, which is, you know, crucial, isn't it? Of course, though, we need to start just being a little bit wary of our pollution footprint. So I don't think I would move any further towards the town. I might make this commercial districts and then just basically head off this way. But money's good. Money's looking good. I just have to keep an eye on, you know, probably best bringing the energy budget up a smidge. How's water? Water's fine. I haven't got an incinerator, so me garbage, that'll always look bad. Again, the education isn't great. That one house does not have water. You can just do that and then just round that off. Sweet. Next of all, we are going to move... Oh, let's see. Right, so I can now buy another zone of land, which I'll show in a minute. I'm not going to buy it because it costs a hell of a lot and I don't need it yet. I can now create districts, and within them districts, I can create policies, or I can build like a whole... you know, I can build district specializations or policies, which I can like stop people smoking and stuff like that. And now I get the services like fire departments, police departments. I can build unique buildings, which I'll try and do. I can now build an agriculture specialization, which is something that I do want to do eventually. And I can now tell people to use less power or less water or stuff like that. What I was going to say is my residential area is going to move over here in a sec. As you can see, I can now buy different stretches of land. But my main objective is to actually build a bridge and connect this other side and have more... I want to build like a farm over here. Of course, each area that you build into have different, like, I guess, ideal specializations. Like, if you start building all up in here, in these forests, of course, forestry is going to be a hell of a lot better. But a bridge is the main plan. I can build some unique buildings, I think. Or not. Which is a shame. That'd have been nice. But not yet. So yeah, I can now make a district, so I can say that... What's this? All this area, or what have you, will be, you know, whatever. Like, I can set policies for each district, which is all well and good. I'd like to build some farmland, if I'm honest, just to try and basically see how that would work. So if... Let me see... Oh, wait there. No, I don't want to do that. No, I didn't want to do that. Shit. Alright, let me just get rid of that a sec. I'm gonna... Yeah, I've got money to do this, right. I'll continue the road down here. Do that. That. Do that. Right, then what I'm going to do is go into this, say, make all that industrial. Like so. Then what I'm going to do is go into my district. It's going to be hard to see because of the zone that I laid out. Will it even let me do it? Oh, no, because I'm trying to bloody erase it. Right, so now what we're going to do is paint that district in. Guess it was somewhere like that. Birch Park. Now, how do I do... Shit! No, that's what I wanted to do. Yeah, so Birch Park is now a farming industry. So I'm hoping that industry that is built here will now have the farming specialization. Know what I mean? If I do that, I can obviously put power in there as well. And when the need grows, that will start to develop, which is great. Sadly, that took a hell of a lot of time. So now it's going to be difficult to build these areas. Oh, goddamn, I love this game. It's so good. These guys are going to have pure radiation sickness. It's going to be cool, though, because they'll be right by the water, which is always nice. Fill this in. This should get filled in relatively quickly. Then what I'm going to do in a sec is just have a quick look at the needs of the town. After I solve this area out. Cool. Right, so if we go back into needs, electricity is going down a tad, so we will once again just boost it up. I think 80 would be wise for this, just because a lot of buildings are going to be built pretty soon. Water's still okay. Garbage, there's nothing really we can do about that. Health is good. Education is alright. There's not really much I can do about it. Right, so what we're now going to do is build a fire station. So I'll use these areas here as like the stopgap between... You know what I was saying? Between like the industrial area and the rest of the stuff. Cool. I'm pretty certain as well you can tax different districts at different rates. Yeah, so we'll put this, try and like stop the water a touch. Now I can build a police station. Nope. Soon though. The good thing is about with police stations and, well, with the area that I'm building them, is that it's well and truly right in the middle. So one of the things that happens later on, it's all about like response times and stuff like that. And things get... So as you can see, the ones that are on the main road have... see the fire safety, because they can't get through. Because they would have to like get out, go all the way down and round. All here is really good, but it takes longer for them to respond in here. But if I do that, and now we go back into the fire safety, this is a lot quicker because they've now got a more direct route into these roads. The only problem is that later on, it gets like traffic management and things like that get a lot more crucial, I guess, because if we start building public transports, and eventually I think I'm going to have to start upgrading some roads into the, you know, like bigger one-way systems and stuff just to help the flow of traffic. It's really in depth, it really is, and I think it can... That's where I fell down, I think. That's because I just got so damn confused so damn fast. But I'm interested to see what's getting built here. Hopefully these are farms. And if I'm correct, I think you can change the taxation. Oh, I'm now a tiny town. So I can build decoration, level 2 unique buildings. What have I unlocked? Amsterdam Palace. Construct 600 city service buildings. I've got 7. Wow. But now I can have a smoking ban and stuff, which is pretty interesting. Right, yeah. So if we look at different taxation, I think we can start taxing industry separate. And I don't quite understand how it works, but I'm going to raise it an extra 2%. That was a moo. So look, we've got farm. We've got farm. We're looking good. We are looking good. Electricity's not too bad. Water's okay. Garbage, nothing we can do about it. We might have to build another school. We might build I think we might have to build another elementary school. We'll build that down here. Do that. Hopefully that'll now put everyone in good stead. That's fine. Oh. Fire's not too bad. Where's the police? Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Now we're getting farms as well, which is cool. So it's interesting. It is interesting how it works. See, for the sake of flow of traffic, I wouldn't mind getting a road through the middle here, but it's kind of irrelevant. Yeah. So I guess when that happens, the houses get nicer. Kind of didn't. Right, so I think people are generally happy, right? Except for them. Why are these unhappy? Because no one lives there? I don't know. If that's all that I've got to worry about, that's not bad. I'll accept that. Our electricity is getting a little bit on the low side. But of course, it's nighttime. There's different requirements of a night. Electricity is used more, of course, for lighting and whatnot. God, when are we going to do this? I think we might. I think we're going to do it. Space already occupied. Oh, because it'd have to get rid of that, won't it? Uh-oh. So let's just say I wanted to do this. Oh, that's fine. I can just do that. 13,000 that'd have cost. Just to do that. We'll wait a moment because I don't think we actually need that just yet. We'll build some more commercial zones down here. Our farms are they're slowly, like me, agricultural areas. They're slowly growing. You really have to drive through this factory-ridden area to get there, like, but it is possible. Looks like you drive through fucking Blade Runner there. Who? The crime rate is high. Is it? Oh, I didn't build it, did I? I forgot about that. I didn't have enough money. I was wondering why I had more money. Gonna have to raise the... You know what? I'm gonna bring a policy in as well to save the power usage. It needs to be done. Water's still alright. Once we get this bridge, Spring Valley's gonna be pimping, I'm telling you. Oh no! Fucking cows are on fire! That's no good. See the way things start rapidly turning to shit? This is why. See, I just don't think that my road system is very good. See, so if we... Oh, it doesn't let me do that. See, so that would let me... Oh. Well, the fire brigade are on call there. We may have to build another one just to... See, technically, you'd need to have 3. You'd need to have one over here and one over there. But obviously, the more fire trucks and stuff you have, the more traffic you have, which makes things extremely, extremely difficult. So again, do you want more people moving in? Some residential there. I don't want to use that middle part of the road. I think that sucks. Getting over the water will definitely open up a lot more room. Right, so we are back. I have played a little bit further on. A couple of I guess about 15-20 minutes. I haven't done that much. I've just kind of redone a couple of zones. We've now upgraded our population to a boom town, so we have 2,200 occupants. So now we've got a couple of new services. We can build a transport and bus routes. Now this is where things get a little bit confusing for me. This is kind of where I fucked up last time. Not gonna lie. I can now do recycling. I can legalize drugs as well, which is always fun. I can build roundabouts and intersections and highways and stuff like that. I can build a cemetery, advanced wind turbines, and bus depots. Let me just pause it a sec. Because we're all right at the moment, because we haven't... Our health system is actually pretty good. No sick citizens, and anyone who is sick's getting seen to relatively quickly. So it might be pointless building a cemetery just yet. I don't really want to build a cemetery right in the middle of some of these zones that I want to start using. But the bus route is important. And it's confusing also. So I'm not too bothered about where to build it. It costs 30,000 to build. And basically what you'd have to do is start building bus routes throughout the city. And it sucks. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to have to build that there to get rid of that. I know people will hate it, but there's nothing I can do. So let's say, for example, we go bus route there. Okay. Now we use these bus lanes. So place bus stops to create a line. Bus stops need to form a circular line. Buses are automatically sent out from the bus depot. So let's say, first of all, we want a bus stop here. See the way it automatically does it for you? I'm not a big fan of that. No. There. 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 So there's one, and that makes people happy. Now what we can do is build another one. Let's start another line here. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. It's kind of like the bus system where I live. This an absolute joke. There, there, and then back on itself the other way, if that makes sense. That bus route will go around there. These I'm not too worried about right now because it's confusing. So I'll do that and see how well that works. So the city is looking all right. I built a new district up here by the water thing called Holly Hills. That's living under the same laws of the city with the power and usage. But this is also a smoke-free area. I built a fire station up here as well just to help out. Nothing more is being done down here. A couple more farms and stuff, but nothing major going on. And yeah, just a bus depot. As I say, I've just been kind of simming through and just trying to gain as many people. A few people aren't happy about the taxes because I had to raise taxes a touch just to accommodate. We are very nearly ready to go over the river though, which is an exciting time for all. So I'll come back when we're pretty much at that point, because I honestly think that we're gonna have to do a highway, and I think it'll be like a highway over the bridge maybe. So see what I mean? It's a little bit confusing. Not quite sure how it's gonna work. I might have to rejig some of the power just to be able to do it. Roundabouts don't make a whole lot of sense to me in real life, never mind on a game. Of course, I want to be able to, you know, get across a bridge somehow to over here. Potentially what I might do is start building basically over here now, and, you know, paying attention to just over here and basically rebuilding similar type of things of what I'm doing, and then connected via bridge. Not certain. Definitely not certain. So I've just purchased myself a new tile. I bought the one just a little bit further south, and I weren't going to do it. It was only because our city is in dire need of a high school, and I would not have been able to purchase it. It didn't cost as much as I thought it was going to do. It cost 3,000 just to get that little tile. I honestly expected it to be a hell of a lot more. I've got a feeling that it will be a hell of a lot more as time moves on. You know, the more you buy, the more expensive it becomes to operate. What I am going to do is build this on there, which should increase a little bit of happiness. Now, what the great news is we've given ourselves all this space for zones, and oh boy, I love zones. So what we're going to do is we're going to have to demolish a few houses. We're going to have to make some people not very happy, but oh, that's not what I wanted to do. But that's the way it goes, my friends. It's a hard life that I'm living here, and, you know, some people don't like it, but that's the way it is. So as the sun rises on Spring Valley, all the electricity decides to go off because my budgeteering skills leave a lot to be desired. I guess this is gonna be the end of whatever it is that we're doing here. This will be the end of playtime for this game, at least for the time being. I enjoy playing it. I'm gonna just raise that up just so I can at least get. Uh-oh. 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 I can't do anything, can I? Shit. Right. Well, we'll do one more thing before I go. I need to get a loan. Sure. Yeah. I need that. Because, my friends, I'm gonna have to do that. They're not gonna like me building this, but I'm gonna have to. Fuck it. We gonna build it, because we need to build it. Hopefully that can power the grid. Can that power the grid? Yes. Oh, thank God for that. Right. I need to lower that down. So, let's have a little overview of our town before we leave, shall we? Spring Valley has done well. There is a great need for more zones, which I'm going to obviously start doing, because that is the next great step that is needed for us. In these zones, these are just going to be straight up residential zones because that is what is needed more than anything at the moment, as you can see at the bottom. I think this city has actually got, I think, the makings of a pretty decent city going on. Now that we've built that second power plant, that was absolutely crucial. Now that we are well and truly outgrowing, you know, basically our resources now need to grow with us. Our garbage truck sucks though. As you can see, some of our roadworks aren't that great, so I might use this area just as a see, because there's going to be pollution, so that's fine. It's no problem because I'll use this side for residential. Yeah, so we're starting to outgrow the things that we've got. I need to pause it, otherwise I'm going to keep building stuff. As you can see here, I've got a couple of abandoned buildings just where things that people, you know, there's some things that people don't like and they need to go because they are unsightly. The water up here needs to be expanded. See, this is the perfect, I guess, review for this game, is that I'm trying to explain the end of the game and I'm still playing. I built a new area, as I said, over here, Holly Hills. That's still going all right. Birch Park has been expanded somewhat. Obviously, that water demand is going to go away when I unpause it. I'm hoping that this can expand even further as our agricultural centre, because obviously now we're going to need that to pay back the loan that we've just got. I had to build a cemetery because one guy died. So I think there's like one guy in there. This area is going to become even more residential zones. The area up here is going to be more commercial zones. The area down here is going to be more industrial zones. And obviously, I'm hoping to get over here and start chopping down some trees eventually as well. But yeah, I'm going to end it here. Please let me know what you think, because obviously, if this is something that you'd like, then we can go back and do more. If you don't say anything, I probably won't play it again. I definitely won't record it again if no one gets in touch. But I think it would be a cool series to see how Spring Valley grows. Hopefully, you like this style of video. Please let me know. And yeah, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you all very soon. Cheerio.